All right, today is December 19th. The time is 10:30. This is a meeting of the Board of Supervisors for Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. Excited to be here. Do we have a quorum? Mr. Payne?
We have a quorum and roll tide.
Thank you, sir. We have Chief Ferraro lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ferrari, not Ferraro. Gave you a whole new name. Sorry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chief Ferrari. Before we move to public comment, do we have Supervisor Ziegler on the line? Just want to make sure she's with us. She's not? Is she calling in or not calling in? Just want to make sure we don't have an issue getting her on the line. She's not calling in? We know this? I thought she was calling in. Does somebody? Okay, not phoned in yet? Okay, does somebody want to send her a text just to make sure and then let me know if she gets on the line? How's that? Okay? All right, we're going to move to public comments. I think we have one public speaker. Is that right, Mr. Payne?
Yes,
Okay.
roll tide.
Thank you, sir. Marty Rubin, is it?
Yes,
Hi, Mr. Rubin, good morning. You
Good
have
morning.
3 minutes, sir. Welcome.
welcome. I'm Marty Rubin, CEO of Smart City. On December 15th, 1966, 59 years ago this past week, Walt Elias Disney passed away, leaving an extraordinary vision for Central Florida that extended far beyond theme parks and fairy tales. I'd like to have a few remarks about the man. I'm honored my great-grandfather worked with Walt and Roy, as did my grandfather and other family members. In his final months of living, Walt devoted himself to an audacious dream, which was turning the swamplands into Disney World, and particularly Epcot, which was very close to him. Walt's Epcot concept was extraordinary. It was revolutionary for the time. He had a presentation film which he gave before he passed away, which he stated Epcot will always be the showcase for the world to demonstrate the ingenuity and imagination of American free enterprise. And his influence was transformative. He created Reed Creek Improvement District, which is now Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. He also created a new type of telecommunications company, Smart City. Our company was created by Walt in 1966, and he passed away before signing the paperwork, which was done by his brother Roy. And our original board member was actually Joe Potter, who was the first district administrator. General Joe served on our board in the first few years and gave us a lot of insight. But what I'd like to mention is that together, the district, Disney, and Smart City introduced lots of interesting things. Here at Walt Disney World was the first fiber optic network in the United States. It was a cooperation of the three of us. The first 911 system in the state of Florida, which took a lot of cooperation between the district, Disney, and Smart City to create. And this was the site of the first all-digital telephone network in the United States. None of this would have been possible unless we all cooperated to fulfill Walt's dream. In fact, our company name Smart City is derived from Epcot. Epcot was the first smart city in the United States, but today we're located here. It's our corporate headquarters about a mile from here in Lake Buena Vista, inside the district's boundaries. We also operate in 17 states and the District of Columbia. On this anniversary, we remember not just the man who brought great entertainment, but the futurist, a man who challenged our company and all of us to imagine and build better communities for tomorrow. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I feel like we should start every meeting with a history lesson now. That was really fascinating. Thank you so much. I did not know any of that. Thank you. All right, any other speakers? Seeing none, we're going to move on to reports. Ms. Lietzo, I believe you have a report on planning and engineering? Or what is your report on?
I do.
Oh, engineering annual report. Yes, planning.
Yes.
The engineering part of planning and engineering. How are you?
Correct. I'm doing well. Well, good morning. So I have 2 reports that are pertaining to our water control system. So the primary report is the engineer's report. This report is required by Florida statutes, as the district is a 298 drainage flood control entity, and it serves to keep you, the board, aware of the works of the district's master control system and its operational status. With that report is the companion, which is the water control and structure inspection report. So every year, we do full inspections on all of our primary structures above and below water, and those findings get put into this water control inspection report. We then use that information to identify any items that need maintenance or repair on our structures and plug that into our maintenance and capital improvement programs. Overall, I'm happy to report that we are in compliance with all of our master permits and our system is in good standing. So with that, are there any questions?
Do you have anything you want to add?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, I
Well, roll
do.
Tide.
This is painful. My apologies. I will only do this for Stephanie. Roll Tide.
There we go. Are there any questions for Ms. Lietzo? All right, thank you so much, appreciate it, roll tide. All right, we're moving on to 5.2. This is Ms. Ferrero, getting the name straight this morning. Good morning, ma'am. You are presenting the, what are you presenting here? The
I
names
am-
are on top of everything, I apologize. Water control structure, what do you, is that you?
I am the electric reliability
There you go.
control.
There- I have the names and the items a little backwards, I apologize.
Oh, it's-
Thank you, good morning.
Good morning, Chairperson, board members, and district leaders. So this morning, I'll be providing an informational report on the district's electric reliability compliance program. This program has been in place since the 2000s, and RCES administers that program to ensure that the district is compliant and participates with federal, regional, and state agencies. So just a little bit of background on why this program was in place. Back in 2003, in the northeast part of the country, the largest blackout in American history occurred. 8 states suffered interruptions, and about 50 million people were without electric power. For the record, I came from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was not affected. Just in case you're thinking, why the dickens did we hire her? So we were not affected. But the government acted, and in 2005, regulations were put in place to ensure that nothing like that ever happened again. The district's electric system is subject to about 30 of those federal standards. So this informational report is a part of that overall program because it's so critical to ensure the board is aware of the activities that occur. So current update includes administrative requirements occurred as expected. We have working committees that meet monthly, and the executive committee that Stephanie and others at the district are a part of did recently meet, and we've made some updates to the program's documentation. All compliance surveys, data requests, audits, and certifications were completed on time, and the results indicated a low inherent risk and full compliance. There is an electric grid security, cyber and physical security part of this program, and accordingly, incidents are shared on a federal basis, and learnings are addressed and evaluated by RCES. We've responded to the alerts, reviewed them, and we ensure that the district system, we're either minimizing or eliminating vulnerabilities that are addressed as part of those events. So that is the end of my report. Beyond saying roll tide, are there any questions?
I have no questions. Any questions? All right, thank you, Ms.
Thank
Ferraro,
you.
appreciate it. Roll tide. All right, we're moving on to 5.4, Administrator's Report. Mr. Kirkus, good morning, sir, how are you?
Good morning and roll tide.
Roll tide, sir.
Go Gators. Well, Stephanie's also a Gator fan, so if I say go Gators, that also counts. And Knights and Knowles and Canes, go everyone, yay. So we have quite a few milestones going on to talk about. One is in construction. Throughout your tenures here, you've all heard and approved things related to World Drive Phase 3. I took a drive out there yesterday, and our construction director, Craig, has been telling me how much progress is going on, and there is. It has actually got the base pavement on now from the north end, which is Fire Station 3, southbound through and including the first roundabout, and even beyond that, there will be three roundabouts. So they're making really good progress now that most of the utility work is out of the way. Well, that's a lot of, that's very important. There was a lot of utilities, a lot of very old utilities in that area. So we are making great headway on that. And just a little bit further south of that, one of our largest water control structures on Bear Island Road is in the process of being replaced. You've all seen that come across the table. And that work is on schedule and moving quite well. It's interesting to go out there every once in a while and take a look and see what they're doing. It's quite the process. In addition, the Lime Garage lighting project is now also complete, and those garages now are very brightly lit inside, very safe and secure. It's a nice environment. I know Tanya appreciates all the additional light that's in there. So we're happy that that has been wrapped up. As we approach the end of the year, this is always a very busy time for Eric's fire department. They've had a lot going on over the past month or so in particular. Over a 30-day span earlier this year, the district fire department achieved 3 successful cardiac arrest resuscitations. I've got to read this to get it right. From what I understand, that's pretty rare and quite the achievement. So much so that each patient was discharged from the hospital without any deficits. So full recoveries, people are going to celebrate the holidays this year because of his team's efforts. Pretty rare. It was also noticed by Advent Health, and they came out to Fire Station 1 and presented awards to the district personnel that were involved. And that's just an outstanding statement of the work that's done here and what goes into it. If you're going to have an incident, have it here. You'll get the best chance. Another one, really cool event, it's for a sad reason, but it's a great event, which is the Snowball Express, hosted annually by the Gary Sinise Foundation. It's a multi-day event here within the resort that brings together families of fallen military members and first responders to honor their loved ones and create meaningful memories. The district fire department's honor guard and personnel participated in welcome events at the Magic Kingdom, lining Main Street to greet the families attending. They did it two different events, and folks came through, and I understand it was quite an emotional event for everyone involved. On Friday, December the 12th, the District Fire Department's Special Operations Team descended from the rooftop to the courtyard of the Advent Health Celebration Hospital in an annual tradition. Dressed as the Grinch, Santa's elves, and even Santa Claus himself, they descended from the rooftop to the courtyard for all the patients to see, including children dealing with serious illnesses. Pretty cool event. They've got a lot of really cool stuff going this time of year. And then finally, this year the district helped support the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program. Over 100 district employees fulfilled the wish lists of 73 children. The generosity of our employees made it possible to collect skateboards, scooters, dolls, cars, toys, clothes, coats, and even 18 bikes. And if you were up here in the earlier part of this week, in the last couple of days, you saw bicycles everywhere in this building just waiting to get loaded up and go. It's quite the program, and each donation helped bring joy, warmth, and holiday cheer to children and families that are in need. And certainly I am grateful, and the district is grateful for the compassion and support shown by our district team. And that concludes my report, and roll tide.
Thank you, Mr. Crickes. Roll Tide. Any questions for Mr. Crickes? No? Chief Farrar, just really commending your team. An incredible report. Did not know all those details were coming out today. They've really changed the lives of some families this year, so please express our gratitude to members of your team. Do we have Supervisor Ziegler online? I heard a beep.
I am here. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, ma'am, we can. We are.
Well, I apologize for the delay. Thank you for the team to getting me connected.
That's okay. We are about to start the consent agenda, item 6.1, just to orient you where we are in the meeting. So.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right. So we are on consent right now. Items on consent should require no discussion. Would anybody like to pull an item off consent for discussion? All right. Hearing none. Do we have a motion and a second to adopt the consent agenda?
Move approval, roll tide.
Thank you, sir. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. Any, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
And roll tide. All right. Any opposed? Thank you. Moving on to general business. We're on item 7.1. Mr. Sant. I'm saying it right. I'm getting all the names mixed up today. Mr. Sant. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hello, and good morning, Chair Yarbrough, fellow members of the board, district administration. Roll Tide.
Roll tide.
Today, I bring to the board a request to approve the 20 fiscal year. Yeah, did you click that? I was going to say, I didn't touch the button. Today, I bring to the board the approval to request the fiscal year 26 million resurfacing pavement program construction project. This project consists of 3 areas to be milled and resurfaced, along with 17 guardrail replacement areas. These areas were chosen based upon condition assessment projects in which the district's planning and engineering team oversaw. These assessments prioritized roadways and guardrails to be addressed. Some of the pavement areas that we're going to address is Buena Vista Drive, basically south of Blizzard Beach area down to the All-Star Resorts, both sides of the road. Griffin Road, both directions from 192 down to World Drive, and Epcot Center Drive. Everything basically west of World Drive along with the eastbound or northbound, whichever direction you're going, lane, about, I believe it's like 1,600 feet along Epcot Center Drive. Some of the guardrail replacement areas, those are within a portion of World Drive, also Western Way and Hartsog area, along with a couple on Buena Vista Drive, and the remaining, I believe, on Osceola Parkway and Western Way, all 17 locations. The district's procurement office issued an invitation to bid on October 23rd, 2025. The district received 4 bids. Watson Civil Construction Incorporated was the lowest responsive bidder. Therefore, staff is recommending the approval of agenda item 7.1 in the amount of $6,763,333 with a 10% contingency for a total amount of $7,439,667. Funding for this project was included in the Public Works Division fiscal year 26 budget with account numbers 26 RDS 001 and 002. Any questions?
Any questions? Seeing none, do we have a motion and a second to approve 7.1?
Move approval, roll time.
Second, roll tide.
All right, any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Roll tide.
Aye.
Thank you,
Any
and
opposed?
roll tide.
All right, Mr. Sant, I think you were whispering. I couldn't hear that last comment.
Roll tide.
I think you're too far from the mic. I think you're a little far from the microphone. I don't know. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your spirit. All right, Ms. Ferraro, you have item 7.2.
Yes, the next 3 items are in the utility division. All 3 of these projects were contemplated in the 2025 borrowing series, the bonds that were recently issued, and funding became available in November. So the first of these items, some background. This is an expansion of the district's Victory Way electric system. We did receive a request for service from a new customer in that vicinity. We analyzed the request and determined that a pretty significant expansion of the Victory Way electric system is going to be required to support that anticipated load increase. Some work that we're going to need to do to connect that customer. And there'll be 2 spare breakers at the 69,000 volt to 12,000 volt substation. We'll connect to those 2 breakers and run underground cable up to the electric service yard. In that electric service yard, we'll install protective switches and transformers. Then we'll go back to the substation and expand the 12,000 volt bus at that substation, connect 2 additional feeders to the underground system. And then finally, we'll do some work at the substation installing capacitors. And capacitors are a really cool electrical device that increases the efficiency and the load carrying capability of that substation. So the photo is on this slide on the right side. The top photo shows the Victory Way substation. The next photo below shows the 12,000 volt electrical gear that we're going to connect to 2 spare breakers and expand and install 2 more circuit breakers. And the picture next to it are the large type transformers, similar in another location in the district. And the final picture on this slide is one of the protective switches that are required for the large transformers. So today, we are requesting the board to authorize an initial budget for this project to be funded by the 2025-1 non-taxable bond issuance. The initial budget for the project is $807,000. We also are requesting approval for 3 allowances, pardon me. The first for RCES Design and Support Services in the amount of $1 million. The second for professional services, these will be design services in the amount of $1,500,000. And the third for owner furnished material, which will be circuit breakers, cable, transformers, and switches in the amount of $6,200,000. All of these allowances with a 10% contingency for unforeseen issues and authorization of the district administrator to execute the subsequent contracts for such allowances. I'd like to note for this in the following items, we will be bringing the specific construction contract back to the board for approval. So this is the initial budget. We'll come back with the final budget and the construction contract for the board's review.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Ferraro. Any questions? All right, seeing none, do we have a motion and a second to approve 7.2?
Move approval, roll time.
Second. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Roll tide. Thank you, Ms. Ferraro. All right, we're on 7.3. You're still there. Your next item.
So 7.3 is another project for replacement of a long-lived asset. This is for replacement of the district's master lift station number 60. We'll go right into the background for that project. This is a wastewater lift station that's located in the southwestern section of the district, and it is the primary facility that collects and conveys wastewater from about 10 customer lift stations back to the wastewater treatment plant owned by the district. The station was constructed in the late 1990s, and it's reached the end of its useful life. There are some pictures of that lift station on this slide. I do apologize for the graphic nature of the wastewater system pictures that are included here, but the top picture is the overall lift station. The next picture to the right is some of the equipment that is now submerged in kind of a little bit of a pit, and that will be brought above grade for ease of working and maintenance. And the two bottom pictures are pictures of the piping and the wet well, and you can see there is some deterioration in the wet well concrete, some spalling in the concrete, and some deterioration in the piping. All of those issues will be resolved, as well as a full electrical system replacement for that lift station with this project. The project funding, again, this is from the 2025-1 non-taxable bond issuance. An initial budget request for the district's approval today and review of $950,000. Two allowances for this project, $200,000 for RCES design and support services, and $750,000 for professional services that will be designed. These also have a 10% contingency for unforeseen issues and authorization for the district administrator to execute the subsequent contracts for these allowances. Again, we'll bring the specific construction contract back for the board when we're through design and bidding, and we'll come back with a final budget for this work.
Any questions? All right, do we have a motion and a second to approve 7.3?
Move approval, roll time.
Second? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Roll tide. All right, any opposed? Seeing none. All right, item 7.4, Ms. Ferraro.
Rolling right along. The final item for today, I should say rolling along with the tide. I'm on the spot here. I'm trying to be clever in the minute. So our final project for the utility division today is a replacement of boiler number 2 at the district's Epcot Central Energy Plant. So this project continues our replacement of 3 original natural gas-fired boilers at the plant. A picture of the original unit is up in the very top of the slide. It's 27 MMBTU rated per hour, very large unit. We replaced 1 of 3 boilers just in this last fiscal year. And you can see the 2 pictures on the bottom represent what we've replaced that unit with. It's 4 separate boilers that are rated 6 MMBTU each to better match the load as we get temperature fluctuations and demand fluctuations during the day. So significantly more efficient than a single large unit. We're going to continue this work and replace boiler number 2 with a similar configuration. It is at the end of its useful life. They were installed in 1981. This project will be funded by the taxable series of the 2025 issuance, the 25-2. The initial budget for this project in front of the board for approval is $1,350,000. We are seeking 3 allowances today: RCES design and support services of $250,000, professional design services of $400,000, and owner furnished material for the purchase of those boilers and other equipment that you saw in the prior picture of $700,000, and a 10% contingency for unforeseen issues, and authorization of the district administrator to execute the contracts for those allowances. Similarly, we will be bringing the construction work back to the board with the final budget and approval of the construction contract.
Okay.
We're all tied.
Any questions for Ms. Ferraro? All right, seeing none, do we have a motion, a second to adopt 7.4?
Move approval, roll tide.
Second?
Second.
Like a spirited second? No spirited second? Can't do it, all right. No problem, it's all right.
Come on, I've got 3 gators at home and we're up here.
All for the love of our administrator. All right, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye?
Roll
Aye.
tide, aye.
Roll tide. Any opposed? All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Ferraro. Other business, we have calendar for next year to discuss just briefly. Staff gave us a list of dates for upcoming meetings next year. I think everybody got a copy, yes? Okay. The only date that I'm gonna suggest we move is May 22nd to May 29th, because the 22nd is the Friday before a holiday weekend. Does anybody have any objection to any of these other dates on here? Supervisor Ziegler, have you had the chance to see the dates, ma'am?
I did. They're all good for me.
Okay, all right, good. Everybody good with these? Yeah? Okay, so we'll post this, Mr. Payne, when we're done. All right, anybody else have anything, any comments, discussion from the board? All right. No, I have an information item here. I don't know what's on that. Is there something on the next item, Mr. Payne? It just says information.
I think it's just a blank,
Okay, so we don't have another item on here. Okay.
just set it up.
No problem. Just making sure I'm not overlooking somebody before I say roll tide, we're adjourned. All right, happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.